Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I was recording and there was a guy standing there just watching me and he was like, "Oh, what's your channel? What do you?" It's just okay. So I had to redo it over again. Alrighty then. Anywho's, that was a little interesting. But he said he'll step away. So far so good before he comes back. Um, I got so much done today. I got 95% of my New Year's cleaning done. This guy threw me for a loop. And so the other small percentage is just me with my day to day. And I feel really good. So I read this book within a couple of hours. I have to say that I read about 900 words a minute, and it's because I'm such a nerd. I like to see how fast I can read, and I take little tests and stuff, and it gauges. So I think it was like 878 or 888, something like that. So it's about almost 900. So this is part of my Dirty Dozens, The Dynamic Laws of Healing by Catherine Ponder. And my Dirty Dozens isn't really dirty, but I didn't just want to say my dozens, so dirty just sounds better. To me at least, right? So this is part of my Dirty Dozens, and yeah, it's about healing. So healing isn't just about your health and going to the doctor. Health is about your finance, your spirituality, how you feel when you're going to work. It's just so many different aspects, health, you know? And let me tell you a little bit of me coming down here. So I found an opportunity to come down to Florida, and I took it. Haven't been to Central Florida since I went to Disney World with my parents in the 80s. So from the 80s to 2023, haven't been to Central Florida. Found a job. I was let go from that job. And which was a blessing in disguise, because the restaurant industry is really not one that I'm familiar with outside of eating there. And there are a lot of different things you needed to know, a lot of moving pieces. It's not a bad industry. I just prefer administrative or real estate, which is what I'm used to. So now I work for a not-for-profit. I'm the EA to the CEO. So EA, Executive Assistant, CEO, you know what that means. And we help the underserved population, which is here in the Haitian community. Why am I having such a hard time speaking? Stop pulling my own ear. So the Haitian community and the Hispanic community, and we provide low to no cost healthcare at our clinic. I work in the corporate office, and we provide HIV testing, high blood pressure, glucose, all that stuff. And I have to say, it's very rewarding to help people in the community. For one, you speak the same language, you look like them, they feel more comfortable opening up about their health affairs. And so all of that to say, with this book, The Dynamic Laws of Healing, I wouldn't say that I'm religious. I would say that I'm a spiritual person. And one of the things, or one of the quotes that I really, really like, is it a quote? I haven't been to church in a while. Anyways, I think it's Proverbs, is it 18:21? The power of life and death is in the tongue. And so Haitians have a saying called bouche cabrit, which means goat mouth, but it's generally the negative aspect of whatever you say coming to pass. Case in point, this was years ago. My dad was already showered and in bed, getting ready to sleep, and someone called him and needed a ride. He did not want to give a ride, so he just told them that he had engine trouble, and wouldn't you know it, the next day he had engine trouble. He did find an alternate person to pick his friend up, but I also have the same bouche cabrit, and so, but it can also be positive. And so coming down here from New York, driving down here alone, thinking I was going to be in Davenport for at least 6 months, build up my finance, I was there for 2 weeks. And then thinking I had found a job managing a restaurant, I think I was let go in a month. So jobless, houseless, having to find a place really quick was very stressful, and I put on a lot of weight. I'd say at least 20 pounds. So I am at 191. But listen, I make it look good. And my man ain't complaining. So don't worry, babe, I'm not gonna lose too much weight. But my goal is to lose about 20-25 pounds. And so, well, not lose, release. Because when you lose something, you can always find it again, metaphysically. So other than that, I would say my biggest takeaway for 2023 has been I am strong. And I don't like to fall into that I'm a strong black woman that don't need no man trope. Not because I have an issue with being in a relationship or not, or being single, but I could not believe the year that I had. I did not go through 99% of what I went through down here in New York, which is the capital of the world, right? And so I'm very proud of that. I'm very, very proud that I overcame a lot in such a short span of time, to the point of feeling financially comfortable, physically comfortable. I'm with the man of my dreams. Also in the same short, like, what is it? Fell swoop? Don't mind me. I'm on one this morning, I guess. So, yes, in one fell swoop. That's the expression. And I have so much to look forward to. My 2024 planner came. And a little story about that is that my Aunt Naomi, my Aunt Margot, and my mom would always be writing stuff in their planner, and I thought it was such a sophisticated thing. But at 8 years old, what do you have to write down? Play date, going to the doctor, getting Shirley Temples at the hair salon. Like, you don't really have a schedule, but listen, I made it work. So I'm in my 40s now, so you can do the math as to how long every year I have a planner. And so while I live by my phone, I put reminders in my phone. I have reminders to sweep, to read, to do my face peels, wash my hair. I'm surprised I don't have like a reminder to breathe. Actually, I used to have one to breathe, and I took it out because sometimes I'd be talking to someone and my reminder would pop up and it would embarrass me. So I think actually I need to make a mental note to write that down actually. Listen, it's good to breathe, okay? Sometimes, we do it naturally, yes. I actually wrote it down. We do it because we're alive, but sometimes you really just need to do a meditative breath. And so part of reading this book, My Dirty Dozen, one of my favorite Dirty Dozen books, is just really being conscious of what you say, how you say it, how you think about people, coming to conclusions. Case in point, at work, there was a complaint about my particular department from another location. So we have 3 different locations. I'm in corporate, there's the clinic, and then there's the satellite office. And so someone at the clinic had complained that a person in corporate or was not as friendly. And I am guilty of that too. Sometimes I'll see someone and I don't think they reacted to me in the way that I would have liked. And now I have all these thoughts. Mind you, the person could have been flatulent, right? Let's not act like we're not, going through that sometimes. Or the person could have been thinking about their budget. They could have just hit their foot on the curb. And so it made me cognizant of myself, because we don't like to be judged, but we do judge. And sometimes our judgments are not correct. So this particular colleague of mine mistook the person not speaking for something and made it bigger than what it needed to be. Whereas they could have just asked the person, and the person could have explained, like, oh no, I'm just trying to get out of here, I'm running late, or you know. So it was a lesson learned for me that sometimes we're quick to judge each other. Sometimes we focus too much on the negativity. And listen, if there was a crown to go around this bun, I should be wearing it, because I think I'm like a gold medalist in jumping to conclusions sometimes, you know? I don't think I'm the only one. But that's really what I was getting out of the book, is not just, again, like your blood pressure being stable and your cholesterol being good and all that. That is one aspect of health, but health is all encompassing in different aspects of your life. So your finances might be great, but you could be in a kind of toxic relationship, or your finances might not be great and you're with the love of your life. So we need balance. Balance is really important, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And I know that you're not supposed to toot your own horn, but listen, toot toot, okay? I've been through a lot of sugar honey iced tea this year, and the fact that I'm still standing, I am very proud of myself. So I'm going to clap. Clap for yourself, you know? And sometimes I think, why can't you be proud? Because when other people are proud of themselves, I clap for them. And I notice sometimes when I toot my own horn, people try to disconnect my horn. But listen, I got all the pieces I need. So I think for 2024, don't let anybody dim your light. Because guess what? The sun is not going to stop shining just because it's blinding someone. You can either put your sunglasses on or move around and touch grass, right? So that's what my goal is. I'm going to make sure, oh, by the way, Lucy means light. So that's what I'm here to be, a light. That kind of sounded like a Kanye voice when he was saying, like, I am a god. Okay, don't mind me. I have so many different thoughts that go on in my mind. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. It's been less than a week of me posting, and I have to say I enjoy it very much. I always have something to say. I always have something to do, and it's kind of nice to document it, to share it, and meet other like-minded people. I'm in my own lane. I'm not a baddie. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just myself, you know? And it's nice to be able to share, like I said, your thoughts with other people. So I'm gonna go work out. It's been a pleasure. I cannot believe I've been talking into a camera. Actually, it's not a camera, that's a lie. Talking into an iPhone. I don't know what camera to get yet, but thank you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Let me know what your cleaning processes are, if you have any. Is it daunting to you? And what are some of your goals for 2024? Because maybe I can add some to my list as well. Take care, guys.